AI ads like this
And it's the third trimester and your girl is tired. You have to butter the belly.
are making me about 5K per day right now on my new Shopify store. This was day one of selling this product on March 11th. And as you can see, the ad campaign also started on March 11th. So I'm not making this up. And this is only possible because of the newest AI models that actually look and sound like real humans. And most importantly, they allow me to easily take what's already working with my competitors and copy it without actually copying it. Let's just say even the beginners of beginners are gonna make a lot of money with this. Let's get into it. Now, the very first thing we have to do to get this process started is to actually find the winning ads. Now, for those of you that have been watching me, you know how much I love Kalo data. Kalo data is the TikTok shop spy tool that I personally use. And I'm not even sponsored by them. They don't even like sponsoring YouTubers actually. So it's just a great tool that, allows me to see what's actually working on TikTok shop, what's working for all these sellers. And my favorite thing about it is that you can see every single ad that's actually bringing in the sales and how much of that sales these ads are bringing. Now, what this strategy is going to allow you to do, especially as a beginner, is be able to launch a store, start selling a product, and immediately start getting sales because you're going to replicate what's already working. If the product is big enough and a big enough market, in this case, right, it's a nourishing belly butter for pregnant women. So it's a very scalable industry. There's a lot of pregnant women in the world. All you have to do is replicate what's already working. And because of the new AI technology, we're able to clone these videos without actually copying it completely and just changing little details about it. So think about it, right? If I change this model in this video, for example, a African-American woman, it will create a whole different ad because the type of people that it will appeal to will be completely different. African-American people typically buy from African-American people. White people typically buy from white people. Not always, but they tend to identify with their own people. We can take advantage of that. When we know that this ad right here is already working, we can go and replicate this entire 1 minute and 19-second video that's a winning concept and immediately start getting results. Because if it worked with one audience, let's say she's white or Hispanic or whatever she is, it'll likely work with another demographic as well. Now, some of these videos right here are like 2 minutes long, so I'm actually gonna use this video as the one that we recreate because it's only 30 seconds. So just to keep this video not too long here. So the first thing we're gonna do is download it with no watermark, which is great, right? Kalo data is not free. It is about 60 bucks a month, but it's totally worth it. Now, once we download it, you're gonna have to keep this organized, trust me. So just put it in its own folder and then you'll see what we're gonna do with it once we get into the AI platform. Now, real quick, for those of you that are drop shipping, don't even think about using AliExpress if you actually wanna avoid chargebacks and customers complaining. I highly recommend using Teamdrop. I've been using them for years. I've sold over 200,000 units with these guys. And all you gotta do is literally create an account. It's free and you can search by image, find your product. Unlike most YouTubers, I actually use Teamdrop. As you can see, all these orders are from my store. And then for a product that you can't find, you actually have access to your own private drop shipping agent with this WhatsApp chat where you can talk to them, get the personal attention you need. They will find any product for you, go to any factory and negotiate for you and find everything you need. And remember, when it comes to drop shipping, you're a middleman. So every time you get an order, Teamdrop syncs that order over to their platform and then ships it out for you, and they only charge you at that point. So you're only paying after you get an order. Make sure you use the link in the description below because you'll get custom pricing that isn't typically on the platform. Now we're ready to replicate these winning ads with AI, and we're gonna use what I would argue is one of the most beginner-friendly platforms there is right now, which is called Higgsfield. So all we're gonna do here is we're gonna be going into video and we're gonna click edit video. Now, we're going to use Kling 3 Omni Edit. So what this allows us to do is to upload the reference video that we wanna replicate. The issue with this is that we can only do up to 10 seconds, but then we upload an image of the model that we're gonna replace with the model in the video. And then the prompt is as simple as this: replace the person in the video with the person from the image, keep everything else the same. Now, in order to generate the image that we need, all we're gonna do is we're gonna take our source video, right? This girl right here, and we're gonna screenshot her, and then we're actually gonna get AI to recreate her into a different person. We wanna create a new demographic demographic, like turn this white girl into a black girl. And so in this case, right, we can do that directly with Higgsfield as well using Nano Banana 2. So as you can see here, I already did it. So essentially what I did was I screenshotted the image of the white girl, and essentially I said clone this person but make them an African American instead, and that's exactly what I did. As you can see, that looks like a real African American woman, and then I just had to get it to remove the text, and then that's how I got this. So then I saved that to my folder, and now we have the new model. So all we have to do in Kling 3 Omni Edit is we're gonna upload the source video, and then we're gonna have to do it over and over again until we finish the video. But once we piece it together, it looks amazing. So now we upload the reference image of the new model. Now let's make sure that we uncheck auto settings and we make sure it's Kling 3 Omni Edit, and then up to 10 seconds, 9:16. And then we're just gonna choose 720p because it's less credits and it honestly comes out really high quality. And then I'm gonna click generate, and then I'll show you the result. Okay, so the results came out really good. Let's check them out. So this is the first clip, right? And then what I did was I went ahead and did the second and third clip, because remember with Kling 3 Omni Edit, you can only do up to 10 seconds, and this is a 30-second video. So I had to split this up into 3 different clips.
Don't judge me. I'm doing some maintenance, and it's the 3rd trimester, and your girl is tired. We have to butter the belly, not tan the belly. So this is my 5th pregnancy. This is by far my favorite belly butter that I've ever used. This was my first container. As you can see, it's gone. So I just purchased this one. This is the Desi Skin Baby Balm. And it's just so nourishing, okay? Look at that. I love it.
Now, as you can see, the lip syncing is off, but what we're doing first here is getting the motion and replacing the character. That's the most important thing. The next thing we'll do after this is the lip syncing, but first, this is the first step, okay? It even got the containers right, because like in the second clip, it's an empty container. Empty container.
This was my first container, so I just purchased.
It's gone, she says, right? And
ever used. This was my first container. As you can see, it's gone.
See, the thing about Kling 3 Edit is the attention to detail is there even with the products and props in the hand.
So I just purchased this one.
Now, when she says she just purchased this one, I can see that it's empty, but again, we can edit little thing like that out. The key with the AI videos is it doesn't have to be perfect to the T. It just has to be 90 to 95% there. And mind you, I've done a lot of these replicating videos where it would be the source video, them talking to the camera, but then I would leave it as, you know, kind of a voiceover where it's like the new AI model in the video is just kind of moving and it seems like they're talking, but they're not, but it just doesn't look bad. So sometimes you'll have luck replicating a video without even having to lip sync it or any of that. You can just leave it as a voiceover, right? But essentially you get the idea, right? This is the 99% of the video. And now we have all 3 clips. So now for us to go and fix the lip sync of this video, we have to do the same thing, essentially 10 seconds at a time. So if you go to the lip sync studio in Higgsfield, right, we're going to upload the video without the audio and then upload the audio separately. We're gonna be using Lip Sync 2 Pro actually, which is 15 seconds. So it's even better. So we have to technically split it into 2 clips now. To make this super easy, all I have to do is use CapCut. So I already created a project in here, but what we'll do is I'll show you how this works, right? When you name your files like this in an organized way, all you have to do is drag and drop them and it puts them in the right order, right? Now I have the files separated into 2, like I said, 30 seconds, so we just need 15 and 15. So now I'm gonna drag the video here, and then for the audio, we're gonna drag the audio file. So now 1 by 1, right? So we have it split into 2. Okay, so I'm gonna upload that. Okay, and then this last part before we generate it is very important. We have to click here and then change the temperature. The temperature controls how expressive the lip movements are. The lower the value, the more subtle the movements are. But since she is actively talking, I want it to be on a higher temperature, so I'm gonna put it at 0.8. Okay, now we're gonna click generate and see what happens. By the way, I know some of you guys watching this still feel overwhelmed while watching this video. I'm giving you a step-by-step here, showing you exactly how I do it, but you might still not be able to figure it out this way. And that just means that you're the kind of person that needs a coach, needs a mentor to help them. Imagine I'm your coach and I get on calls with you every week, making sure you're doing everything you're supposed to do in order to succeed. I have a mentorship. We have over 200 plus students in there, and we've helped countless people escape their 9 to 5, build a successful dropshipping business, and live the life they truly want to live. So if that's something you'd be interested in, it's the first link in the description below. Free call, no pressure at all. We'll talk to you, see if you're a good fit, and go from there. All right, so now the lip syncs are done, and they came out incredible. Check this out.
Don't judge me, I'm doing some maintenance, and it's the third trimester, and your girl is tired. You have to butter the belly, not tan the belly. So this is my 5th pregnancy. It's by far my favorite belly.
Looks super accurate with the lip syncing. Nobody will be able to tell that this is AI. And see, like, you go and edit it with Kling 3 Edit, but then you make sure that the lip sync is perfect afterwards. Now I know it's a lot of extra steps, but guys, human creators cost $150 to $200 per video, and you have to wait 7+ days for them to even get it to you. This allows you to create ads for a few bucks per video and do it in literally minutes. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. I took this entire video right here and I replicated it. I copied it without fully copying it, and I got this result right here. But in order to make the final video perfect and ready to advertise, we gotta make some simple edits with CapCut. I'm sure all of you are familiar with CapCut. It's super easy to use. Let me show you. Okay, so I just downloaded these, but obviously it's not ready to advertise. We have to do some final edits to make it just as good as our source video, right? So we just go into CapCut, right? And then I organize those 2 files, and then I'm gonna put them in, and it's going to put this, right? And what I wanna do first is take that text strategy, because what this is right here is this is a text hook. Her hook from her script is what she's speaking. This is also a text headline hook, which is on screen. When someone's scrolling, they notice that text and they typically read it, and it either grabs people's attention or it doesn't. Sometimes this makes a big difference. So I'm gonna use a simple text just like she did here. Typically with UGC, I like to make it as subtle as possible, not very flashy text that would give people the impression that it's an ad, right? The uglier it looks, the better, especially nowadays with, so much UGC out there. What's truly working is ugly ads, right? That is basically all we're gonna do here. We added a text, and that was basically just by adding this here. And then I'm just gonna make sure it's for the entire duration of the video, because that's exactly how this one is. Sometimes the AI comes out like really bright and whatever. So, you always wanna like play with the brightness, like right here, the temperature and the tint and the exposure. Sometimes I play around with that, but the way this video came out was as perfect as the original. So we're good to go. We don't really have to do too much editing here because we're just replicating that video, and she only had the headline there. So now we'll just export it, and then we're gonna call it 101A, and we have our 101A ready to advertise. Now technically we have to create 101B and 101C to actually finish out the concept, but I'm not gonna waste your time with that. You get the idea now. With this process, you can launch ads that have a super high probability of working, and now you can't make any more excuses because you can make unlimited ads with AI using this strategy. Now to launch them, all you gotta do is follow my simple meta ads campaign structure in this video right here.